Now, from your weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Well, a very warm, dry weather pattern continues, but it looks like it's going to begin to break down as we head through the weekend, especially later on Sunday and then through the first half of next week. But today's high is generally running about 85 to 90, so not as hot as it has been, certainly compared to a couple of days ago when a couple of locations were pushing 100 for the high. 89 in Evansville and Henderson, or make it Owensboro, 88 in Henderson. And tomorrow will be a degree or two cooler, but the dew points and the humidity will be a degree or two higher. So basically it's going to feel about the same. And of course, live first warning Doppler radar is dry. We could see a spotty shower or two tomorrow and then into Friday, but the next good chance of rain will be later in the weekend. And we need it. We have gone 23 days in a row now with only 1/100th of an inch of rain, making this the longest dry spell in 15 years. You have to go back to September 15th through the 11th of October in 2004 to find the last time it has been this dry for this long. That stretch lasted 27 days. If we get rain on Sunday, our stretch will end at 26. And that's one mark I don't think we want to surpass. We really need the rain, even though for the year we're still running over 13 inches above normal. That's a good thing because we're not technically in a drought yet. But if this dry weather continues, we're certainly heading in that direction. A live view from downtown Owensboro, our American RV tower camera off the top of the Hampton Inn. And there's our MCF construction tower camera looking over the east side of Evansville. And even though it's a little warm in the daytime for this time of the year, it really feels good at night. We're at 72. The dew point is down at 62. It was in the 50s for much of today. Pleasant humidity. It's coming up a little bit. So you'll notice the humidity for the next few days, but it will be tolerable. So it's not going to be too bad out there relative to the temperature, and there's no wind right now. Upper 60s to around 70. Overnight lows are going to check in at about 60 to 65, but average lows are now in the mid to upper 50s, so we'll still be more than 5 degrees above the average for our morning low tomorrow. And as we check the tropical systems out here, Imelda is a depression here in southeast Texas, still producing a lot of heavy rain, letting up a bit in the Houston area, but in addition to the rain, isolated tornadoes broke out this afternoon. Here's some video from Baymont, Texas of a, well, no doubt about it, that's a tornado, and not unusual for tropical systems to spawn tornadoes, and that was the case there, in addition, of course, to flooding, heavy rains. And some of that moisture may move our way with the system that's coming in here late on Sunday. We'll go back to the maps, and you can kind of see it's not moving much now, but it's going to get drawn northward and then maybe up into the Ohio Valley late Sunday. Meanwhile, Umberto, a Category 3 hurricane passing about 100 miles west of Bermuda this evening. So they're dealing with hurricane conditions over the island of Bermuda, but that's going to pull away during the day tomorrow, and that'll be pretty much it for Umberto. But as expected, Tropical Storm Jerry formed earlier today way out here in the central Atlantic, expected to become a hurricane as it passes north of Puerto Rico and then north of the Bahamas over the weekend. But most of the guidance is turning it away from the U.S. before it gets close enough to cause any problems. But that's still a big if. It's way out there. We'll watch Jerry certainly over the next several days. But just watching high pressure over the tri-state, and that's going to pretty much remain in control for another day. Future Tracker does pick up a little bit of cloud cover coming in from the east tomorrow, where an isolated shower will be possible. Otherwise, 85 to 90, feeling a lot like today. A very spotty shower possible tomorrow night as that disturbance moves right over top of us. And then we'll keep a 15% chance for a spotty shower in the forecast for Friday, mainly through the mid-afternoon hours. Not expecting any issues for week 5 of Home Team Friday. It's going to be dry and warm, with temperatures Friday evening falling through the 70s. And Saturday will actually be a brighter day. Partly cloudy, will be in the lower 80s. Humidity will be noticeable, but again, tolerable before we see that system approach from the west on Sunday. And that will finally bring back, I think, the chances for some decent rainfall. But overnight, 60 to 65, mainly clear and warm tomorrow. Partly cloudy, very warm, but again, not too humid, 85 to 90. And on the 7-day forecast, the new guidance coming in a little cooler for Friday, hitting the cloud cover with that disturbance a bit harder. So taking the high down to 81, there's your 15% chance of a spotty shower, and the breeze picks up. But then Saturday's a brighter day, confident it'll be dry with a high of 84. And then on Sunday, we see scattered showers and thunder showers develop, maybe as early as the afternoon, but the new guidance trending a little slower, more like a Sunday night into Monday event. So we'll keep Monday a weather aware day with that rain probably diminishing later in the day, but it might get, or that front might linger long enough or actually come back at us through the middle part of next week to at least some scattered showers and thunder showers for Tuesday and Wednesday. So not dealing with the 90s, but 80s for highs, 60s for lows. And even as we head into the first week of October, it looks like this warmer than normal pattern is going to stick around.
They can't call it the summer festival. It's the fall festival.
I know, yeah. We don't need that kind of warmth for the festival. But, yeah, this is here for a little while longer.
All right. Thanks a lot, Wayne. Well,